Team deathmatch. Show no mercy.
This is definitely going to be a nostalgia trip for some. Recently I was looking for something to play, first person shooter, as I had not played one in a while, and I thought, why not install Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the infamous one pretty much, the one that had me playing for ages, because I bought it on sale and it was just collecting dust in my Steam library. How bad could it be after about 7 years of not playing it? And not even playing it on console either. Well, this video will explain my experiences with this 10-year-old game. So let's get into it. Honestly, you'd be hard pressed to hear me talk about the current state of Call of Duty. I haven't owned one since Black Ops 3, and it wasn't looking like I was going to buy one either. Until Call of Duty Modern Warfare was revealed this year. It definitely got me thinking back to the day I used to play the franchise almost religiously. I remember when Modern Warfare 2 was announced. I remember watching the reveal trailer on GameTrailers.com, which is a remnant in itself now, getting audibly excited in my living room. Looking back, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, to be honest. Balanced guns because all of them are overpowered. The camaraderie of trying to be the best of your friends. The console wars at their fiercest. Xbox was better. Your inbox being flooded with messages challenging you to 1 versus 1s on Rust and 10th prestige lobbies. There was nothing like it. And nothing like it now. It was enthralling, to be honest. But I also do remember wanting to break my controller in half. Good thing it was an Xbox 360 controller. They are indestructible after all. Being so mad that you would genuinely need to cool off for a period of time before you throw the entire console out the window. The game was definitely polarizing. But what about now? I'm 22 years old and have a lot more to worry about than my kill-death ratio. So what do I think of the game? I only installed the multiplayer, which is split on the PC version of the game. I've never played the game on PC, so I was truly starting from the beginning. Level 1 goodness. Boy, I miss this kind of progression in like big shooting games like COD and Battlefield. It actually makes me want to play the game to unlock the next weapon, the next perk, the next kill streak. And there's a lot to unlock. Not 5 guns with 4 variants that change the sight on the rail. I'm looking at you, DICE. But by the time you're doing challenges with 1 gun, you've usually unlocked another. And there is a lot of unlocking to do with 70 levels. The game is fast, requiring ridiculous reactions to keep up with all the veterans who still play the game. Luckily for me, the game hasn't actually changed that much in 7 years, and is simple enough to get back into. Point, shoot, try and dodge bullets. It is the perfect pacing and reminding me why I did love to play the game back then. At least when things were going my way. And since I've been back playing, they've been going my way quite a lot of the time, I think. Like, I've been getting a good amount of kill streaks, so I can't really complain. I even find myself using a wider array of weapons this time around, rather than gravitating towards the heavy hitters like the UMP. I haven't actually even touched that since I started the game. It is a breath of fresh air. Man, I'm just feeling so nostalgic. The kids these days don't know what it's like to get a 5 kill streak that you know you're going to wreak havoc on the enemy team with. As soon as you boot up that laptop in the little corner of the map that you're hiding in. You know that you have ascended. This feeling hasn't changed, so has the fidelity of the game. The weapons feel satisfying to use, getting a perfect burst with the FAMAS still makes you feel like a boss. This game still looks pretty good for a game that's roughly 10 years old now. The kill streaks that are awarded in the game were also ridiculously powerful, like usual. Getting an AC-130 or a chopper gunner, or a tactical nuclear bomb that would end the game after you call it. Some people complain about them, but I don't see much wrong with them being powerful and rewarding you for your efforts in the game. At this point, I was enjoying myself so much that I found myself logging back in for multiple days. Even later on at nights, I found myself trying to get that next streak, the next game win, saying one more game, that next level up. And at nights, there was the added advantage of being able to play more than Team Deathmatch. There was not many people on usually, but the Americans log on later on. Domination is the best game mode after all. At least my personal favorite. I don't know about you. Some of you might like Search and Destroy, like the sweats you are. But this wasn't all fine and dandy when I actually got onto some domination matches. Far from it. Putting on my science hat a little bit, the feeling of nostalgia is usually met by the release of chemicals into the system that gives the individual a warm fuzzy feeling and makes them feel good about themselves. I was getting this most of the time, but there were some cases in the game where the warmth that I was feeling was actually like sunbathing on the sun. A burning hatred for this game came up sometimes, and I was reminded of this once the Americans logged on. The connection was fine, but the grenade launchers were flying. For those of you who don't know about this amazing quirk of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, grenade launchers in this game are just overpowered. They're super easy to use. They kill so easily that maybe, to be honest, the name Noob Tubes has been around for a while, but it was definitely solidified in this game. And it was used so much that they were pretty much mini tactical nukes themselves.
Enemy UAV spotted! Tactical nuke incoming!
And you use them as primary weapons in the game. And this style of play was enabled by some of the most unbalanced perks in Call of Duty history. Danger Close increased the radius of explosives, making the nukes even easier to use. And One Man Army gave the user the ability to change classes mid-life. The amazing developers at Infinity Ward, and I'm not really being sarcastic here, they were actually pretty amazing, allowed you to switch back to the same class, replenishing all the equipment you had used before the switch. So unlimited grenade launchers, anyone? And let's not get me started on Commando. The ability to knife lunge through bullets with no regard for how far the enemy is. I know people who love this perk. They suck. If someone's across the map, that is no problem at all. You just hit the knife button and you will get the kill.
Commando.
I am exaggerating, of course. It wasn't that ridiculous, but you do get my point why this game can be infuriating at times when you're trying to play. And for some reason, the Americans love all these tactics. I don't know if I should be surprised. It was not memories I wanted to return to. And playing in 2019, there are actually more problems now, but these problems are more generally just to do with PC. Modders have taken over some servers and just made the game not fun. I don't even know why they like playing like that. I got into a game a couple of days ago where you couldn't even aim down your sight. You would just be spraying from the hip the entire time. Good thing I had steady aim in most of my classes, but what is the point of that? And everyone in the game chat was like, why can't I aim? Why can't I aim? What the hell is this? What the hell is this shit? It was dumb. There's also ones where guys would just get massive kill streaks all the time and modded the AC-130 to shoot a massive howitzer constantly, so it destroys your eardrums with your headphones on as well as kills you in game. That wasn't the best experiences, but I guess it's not necessarily the game's fault, it's just people's fault. But also the community has always been a problem with Call of Duty. They're just annoying half the time. But I digress. There is always a silver lining to everything. Though I used to want to break my controller, I never really got there with my keyboard this time around. All the complaints I have about this game I've had for going on 10 years now. It is a Call of Duty that has a special place in my heart at the end of the day. The Modern Warfare series will always have a special place in my heart. This game was worth playing then and it's worth playing now. Does it have balancing issues? Yes it does, without a doubt. Have I rage quit this game more than many? Yes. I think many people who have played this game have the leave game procedure and muscle memory by now. But does it remind me of a great time in Call of Duty and my gaming history? Most certainly. I'm just hoping that Infinity Ward can bring back this feeling for the remake of this series. Am I skeptical? For sure. But if Captain Price is in the game, then I guess there is a chance. I hope you enjoyed this video, me talking about this bit of nostalgia that I've had for the past weeks. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the next game will have. I wonder when they're going to have a multiplayer showing, but since that the game's coming out in October, I'm surprised they haven't shown anything yet, but I'm eagerly waiting to see what's going on. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it. I hope you didn't, and subscribe for more. If you want to read what you just watched, check out my website. I post tech, gaming, and music stuff. There's a lot of different posts. I post on this very subject, so I hope you enjoy that too. And on to the next video.